Today we are explaining the chapter number 7, living things and non-living things. In that we will explain you living things response to stimuli, living things move, living things reproduce, living things grow, living things breathe, and the organ system. Thank you.
And today I am going to explain our organ system. So organ system, for organ system, our organ system is made up of atoms. This is small atom. Then this atom mix and make a cell. And that cell make a tissue, the layers of tissue. Like this, like this, like this. And that tissue make a shape of an organ. That tissue make for shape that make up organ, then stomach it makes. Cells make stomachs. That organ will make a organ system. For example, for digestion we are using windpipe, stomach and small intestine and large intestine. So it will make a organ system. And that organ system will make human body.
Now I am going to explain about cellular respiration. In a human body, we have small cells. But you know from where we get the process of inhaling and exhaling is very fast. So how we release carbon dioxide? But we take oxygen. But how we release carbon dioxide? So we have small tubes joined in our body. These are blood vessels. They carry O2. And here are cells. In cell, the food we digest, intestine, large intestine and small intestine, including stomach, crushes the food. They crush the food, but then too there are some particles which are in solid. So there are some particles like food particles here inside the cell. When the blood vessels give O2 to means oxygen to cells, the cells means the O2 crushes this. O2 becomes a scissor and crushes the small food particles and all more smaller particles. While cutting this, like a scissor, it produces carbon. It produces carbon, and that O2 plus C forms CO2. So this process is called cellular respiration.
Now I am going to let you know how humans and animals breathe. As you all know, humans have a structure. Humans have windpipe, so they breathe. They breathe oxygen and remove carbon dioxide. So this process is called inhaling and exhaling. So as animals don't have these windpipes as humans have. Like for example, cockroach. Cockroach does not have that windpipes as humans have. They are having that small spiracles in their body. This in their lateral side, these holes are called spiracles. These holes are called spiracles. Through these spiracles, when the spiracles opens, they take in oxygen and removes carbon dioxide. Until and unless this spiracles open, they function this process, and this process is also called the breathing. Thank you.
Do you know how the fishes and plants respiration, how take oxygen? Fishes don't. Fishes don't have lungs they don't have lungs, but they have blood vessels. It is here near the gills. For example, this is water.
Who plants?
Yes.
Okay.
Think this is they have a small thing in the part of leaf.
Who is having
Leaf.
leaf? Okay,
Which
plant.
is called as stomata.
Okay.
Stomata, which works like a lungs. When it is stomata is open, they take carbon dioxide and take out oxygen at the time of day, and at the time of night, as the sun is not there, they can't do photosynthesis. So they take carbon dioxide only and they remove carbon dioxide. Thank you, Jazakallah. Now I will explain you how living things grow. I will give you an example. First, when we born, we were small kids. We grow. Then we come in junior KG, senior KG, first, second, third, fourth, and now we are in 6th standard. We will grow till 10th standard. Then we will grow an adult. Then we will become old. So like this we will first we are born, then we will become an old, then we will die. So like this way, first we born, then we die. It is like a life cycle. So from born baby we have grown to old. So this process is called life cycle. Child. So first we were child, and from this we have grown to young, and from this we have grown to adult, from this we have grown to old. Then after that we will die. So this process is called life cycle.
MashaAllah. Very good.
So this way we have grown from born baby to an old. Thank you, Jazakallah.
Small babies, they did not do exercise or they can't walk. They just means they are on knees and elbows. They are walking. But how they grow? They didn't do exercise. You can the person or man who is having small child. You can observe one thing. Always the child is doing like this. So while they are doing the exercise type, they are laughing, they are crying, and they are doing some exercise. Just like exercise, they are shaking the hands and legs. This is just like an exercise. So when they do, it helps in digestion, it helps in respiratory system and nervous system. This how the small baby grow to young and the young grow to adult.
MashaAllah. Very nice. Very good. Tanya.
I am going to speak on a living things more. I will start from example. I am going here. It is an example. I am doing that moving from one place to another place, and it is called living thing. It is called locomotion. And I want to ask one question: why birds do migrate? Why birds migrate? I tell. For the in need of food, they need for food, shelter, or living thing. They do migrate. It is called locomotion. I will give short definition. Moving from one place to another place is called locomotion. I am here and moving from here. It is called locomotion. And from here it is called locomotion, and here it is called locomotion. But I am doing from standing at one place, I am doing like this and like this way. It is called moving. It is called moving. It is called action. But I am doing here and doing like this way. It is called moving and action both. Thank you.
Very interesting class. I will learn only for the whole day. I really enjoyed the.
So the next point we are going to learn is that living things reproduce. So by hearing this point, you have a question in your mind that what do we mean by reproduce? So reproduce means living things
produce more of their own kind is known as reproduce. So there are two types of reproduction: viviparous reproduction and oviparous reproduction. In this viviparous, they directly reproduce, and oviparous, I can give an example like animals. Birds give eggs, lay eggs, and then after some time the eggs hatch out. From it, the eggs hatches and the bird comes out. So it is known as oviparous.
Now, how to remember this thing?
Now how we can remember oviparous? So in oviparous, the oviparous word starts from O. If you see in the oviparous means
Write down oviparous, then it will become more clear.
in this the oviparous name starts with O. It starts with O. If you see a egg, it is also a shape like an O. So how by this we can remember the word oviparous. Thank you, Janata.
MashaAllah, very important.
Do you know why the mother give a direct baby? Some animal give baby and some animal give eggs. For example, that in science we said the mother give a direct baby. We said viviparous. Viviparous. Viviparous.
Yes, madam.
And we said viviparous.
Please help her out if she's forgetting. She's doing it. Guide her. Yes, why not? She's a friend. You all are working in a team. You have to break the words. You have learned phonics, no? You have to, with the phonics you can make the spellings, bacha.
Viviparous. That too. Can you see? I can say one example. For example, in animal monkey, and also we human beings also give a direct baby, not an egg. And some animals give eggs that we call oviparous. Thank you.
Very good.
There are two types of reproduction: indirect and direct. So.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. There are two types of reproduction. First is direct and second is indirect. Indirect means, I will give one example. When mom gave birth to baby, small baby, it like us only. They have legs, nose, hands. Is called direct.
And indirect means, I will give you one example. When frog baby born, they do not have leg and hands. But adult frog have leg and hands. Born baby have only tail. When they become like adult frog, they also have leg and hands, and they become like adult. Thank you.
Hello, how can you differentiate between the animals that give direct birth and the animals that give indirect birth? Can you?
Yes, I can.
Come.
The animals who are giving egg directly, the animals who are giving directly egg, they don't, their ear doesn't see. For example, snake, they don't have ear.
Yes, okay.
And the animals who are having ears, they give directly. In Islam, it is also said by Quran.
Yes, you are right. As we can see in the hands, they don't have ears, so they give direct egg. They don't give direct birth. As humans have ears, they give direct birth. This is also a hint of the reproduction. How we can differentiate between the animals that give direct birth and the animals that give indirect birth. Thank you.
As did you know, for example, I should give horse. Do they have heads? No, they have 4 legs. So how this scratch their body. For example, there is a mosquito on the body. They means
Whose body? On whose body?
horse body.
Acha, the mosquito is on the horse body.
So with the help of tail, they move this tail. They move this tail. So the mosquito means they react and fly it. So this is also way they can do. For example, as we have hand, but sometimes we are doing if you have seen a mosquito, we are reacting so fast. Like we are clapping it and smashing it, crushing it. So this is also the way.
Very good.
One more point.
Come.
See, in this point, plant is also a living thing, but they don't have legs, hands. But how they move? Like for example, sunflower. When the sun rays come, the sunflower changes its direction and face towards the sun. And same like a rose, it changes its direction when it grows at night. It means it becomes a bud again, and when the sun rays come, it faces in the direction of sun rays. But I will tell you one thing that there is two types of this moving. Means the plants which are moving and giving near the sun rays direction. This is called stimulus. And when we are responding, these plants are responding toward the sunlight, and this is called response. There are two types of response: phototropism and geotropism. In phototropism, the plants which is moving toward the light of sun rays, it is called phototropism. And one example, if I am throwing a chalk again, it's coming down again. Why? Because of gravity. And in plants, they are having roots. Roots are not coming up; they are going down because they are knowing there are water underground. Like these are roots. The roots are going where the water is because they are having cells. The cells can fastly recognize where is the water, and the roots can't go upside because the gravity is pulling the roots down. So this is called geotropism. This is all the types of movement.
Good. What is mean by hatching?
Today I will explain about hatching. When hen gives
Fine, it's okay, you can draw. We can make it out, don't worry.
when hen gives egg, they sit on that egg to give them warmth. And then when they after sometimes the egg breaks and they get close, and from that the child chicks come out. This process is called hatching.
Very nice. Period is over.
Do you know humans are multicellular, and insects are microorganisms are unicellular. For example, that humans are having too many cells, and too many cells makes us organ, and this organ makes an organ system. And for example, if this cell works in the stomach, so it will not work in the lung or any organ else. This cell will work only in the stomach. So we are having too many cells that work differently. As I move my hands, that these cells react and move my hands. So we are multicellular, and microorganisms are unicellular.
Very nice.
Did you know a human body needs to do? Which, for example, we are moving hand or saying it can do by only one cell. But as we are having large structure, so they need so many cells to form one. Thousands, billion cells we need. And the second thing is.
It's okay, chill.
Now I will tell you about a plant which can move. One plant is known as
Yeah. Yeah, mimosa.
Mimosa. Which is to not touch ground.
Have you seen?
Yes, I have saw.
Yes,
I have touched
Okay,
also.
thank you.
It glows.
Yes. Excellent. What is that?
Response. It's a response, na?
Very good.
For example, think this is a mimosa plant.
Just draw the plant. What thing? Why should I imagine? Come on, it's okay for your drawing. Doesn't matter. The explanation matters. And you're explaining in a very good way. Only one
For
need?
example,
Okay. Do it. Okay, fine.
for example, I will touch a mimosa plant. So this will be closed and its response are touching. It thinks like a human being. For example, if animal touches, we react so fast. It do like same. It is called response. Thank you.
Very good, very nice.